Hello, this is Dialogues with Islamia, a series where I talk to Ibadan's very own creatives, business owners, and we just have conversations revolving around the city of Ibadan and even their crafts. They're giving us some insights into what they do. And today I'm going to be talking to somebody who is a creator in the city of Ibadan. He's an influencer and he makes videos about food and places and tours and everything you can see in the city of Ibadan. His name is Visitmas, and today I'm visiting him to talk to him. My name is Islamia. Thank God. Big name.
Yeah,
Sup, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, before we even say anything, I would like us to play a game because I know that you are always forming Ibadan and everything. So I'd like us to play a game. Want to see how much you truly know the city of Ibadan.
Sure.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You challenge me.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're going to do places in Ibadan that start with the letter O. So you go first, then I'll go, then you go, then I'll go, then you go, then I'll go, and I will see the loser. I hope I'm not the loser because this one I'm making out. On the count of 3, 2, 1, we're gonna go. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Owode,
Ọ̀rànyàn,
Oje,
Ọlọ́runṣògo,
Ọjà'ba,
Ògbèré,
Oríta mẹ́rin,
Òkè Odò.
Oríta mẹ́fà. See, guys, we are not capping here.
Olópò mẹ́ta.
No, you don't lose. You don't lose. Right.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing very good. I'm doing very nice.
That's great. I realized that you posted something on your Instagram about 2 years ago. That's like in September of 2022. That was like the first post there saying that, you know, I'm back or something like that. Where did you go before?
I used to have Instagram account around 2021, and I lost the account of more than 11,000 followers.
Ooh,
so
that must have been painful.
So
were you doing the same thing you were doing on this account?
Not
same
really.
Thing you are doing on this account?
Not really. I blogged that time. I only blogged. I don't create content like that. So after losing the account, that's when I started making content. Making
video content and putting it out there.
Yeah.
Alright, but how did the whole content thing start for you? Because these days we know that everybody wants to become a content creator, but before now it was not like that. It was just a few people who were confident enough to stay in front of the camera.
Yeah.
But now it's like if you have a phone that has a bit of a good camera, just stay and be like, hello guys, get ready with me, do this with me and that. So how did the whole content creating thing, how did it start for you?
I think this content creating of a thing is something I've been doing for a very long time, but I've not been able to document it the way I'm doing now. Because I could remember back then when I was working at Mr. Big's restaurant in the world. So that time I used to visit different restaurants to see their recipe and stuff like that. So during that time, I already have 1 or 2 things about content, but I don't call it content that time. I only see it as me enjoying myself. So basically, I started creating content officially around 2021. That's when I said, okay, this content, I can do something with it.
But what changed? Like you said, it's just about you having fun.
Why did you decide to start? I think the moment I started receiving comments about people saying 1 or 2 things about my content, like, oh, Mas, explore this place, Mas, do this place, Mas, do that, Mas, do this. So I was like, okay, it's time I change this thing from my personal stuff to making it look more of business.
That can benefit other people as well. Yeah. Apart from showcasing places in Ibadan, which is one of the things that shows in your content, it shows that you have a very deep love for the city of Ibadan. Yeah. But how did that come about? Were you born in Ibadan? Did you live in Ibadan for a while? Because some people actually came into Ibadan and from there they fell in love with the city and they started doing things in the city. But did you always live in Ibadan? Yeah,
I was born and brought up in Ibadan.
Okay.
So I've always been an Ibadan guy.
Okay.
So everything about Ibadan, everything about me started from Ibadan. So I'm typical Ibadan boy. You
were talking earlier and you were saying something about how you used to walk about when you were in secondary school. Did it stem from there?
Yes. I went to Loyola College. And Loyola College is around Gates.
Yeah.
My house is around the Olorunshogo side. So because I want to explore Ibadan that time, I used to trek from Loyola College to Olorunshogo.
Are you sure he's exploring? He's not Kappa.
I don't call it Sapa because
Maybe you
that time
spend your money
we have money. Like we have fun. At least we used to
Okay.
have like 20 naira or 30 naira in my pocket,
Okay.
and that's a very huge money that time. So because I just want to see the shortcut in case it is, so because I want to see how I can go about it. So I will trek from Loyola College to
To your
Olorunshogo.
house.
Yes, and it's not really that far.
That's
Because
what
it used to be plenty.
that's what people that like trekking.
It's not really that
Maybe like
far.
let's get there. So you can be going somewhere with your friend and tell your friend that it's not far. Let's just trek.
Yeah, it's
What
not
that
that
this
far.
hot sun? It's not
Might
far.
just tell you from
But
Loyola.
can you do it now? Do you think you can trek from Loyola?
I can trek from Loyola to
Okay.
Olorunshogo now. But if I'm going to do it now,
maybe they'll give you money.
No, I can just do it for fun.
Why would you do it for fun?
I
Have you
still
seen
remember.
how hot it is outside?
Doesn't mean it's just what I love.
Walking under the sun.
Yes, I love trekking. It's not like I'm used to, but I just like to explore some places, So
you love trekking.
Yes, I love trekking once in a while. On a normal daily basis, back then in Loyola. Even I go use my my transport money, go chop for one woman for Ibadan side. They call am Yakaso. So we go chop rice and wara didi. So from Odo Yakaso, we go enter shortcut, reach Lagelu. From Lagelu, we go enter shortcut, reach Agbeton. From Agbeton, we go enter Ayekale. From Ayekale, we go enter Olokumeta. From Olokumeta, we go enter Alajameta. From Alajameta, we don't enter my house. So up to this moment, I still sabi that road.
Chronicles of a Trekker.
Yeah.
How long? Like, what is the longest that you've ever trekked in Ibadan? From where to where?
I think the longest that I've ever trekked, that would be when I was exploring the local government in Ibadan. At that time, I explored Ido local government. So we trekked from Omiadio to Ido.
And how far that is? It's
very far. It's very far.
Was there no traffic options? There was no.
Actually, I thought it's not far at first, but what happened is that we wanted to see how beautiful the local government is. So we were like, okay, let's just trek small. That was the initial agreement. Let's just trek small. So along the line, we saw the railway. From there, we saw different things. So I was like, bro, let's just trek. And even when we reach Ido local government, when we reach Ido Junction, we still trek, reach Yanakufo.
So was it beautiful?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful, but it's stressful. Yeah.
Well, you're like, wow, so
but
far.
We are tired. Like it's been a long we've done something like that. So we have fun doing it. So because that's what we signed up for, and we enjoy it.
I can't believe that I'm talking to someone that actually likes trekking.
It's not like I can.
You said that you like trekking.
I like trekking, but anytime I'm trekking, yes, especially for people that do travel content like me.
Okay.
Sometimes you can't just be on bike or on the road. You have to do some trekking.
Well, at least that one will not be like walking from one by far area to the other.
It depends on the kind of content. It's because we wanted to explore some local places that day.
Do you know what? I'm thinking of giving you an idea. Why not break like Guinness World Record for the longest trekking in Ibadan?
I don't think I can do that.
Why not?
No. Don't put my life on this.
I'll say you could do that because you said you love trekking and you also love seeing places. So imagine walking from one end of Ibadan to the other and then you're seeing all the beautiful places.
I don't have this strength like before. I don't have this strength like before. Yeah, I don't have this strength like before.
We are still young. But for me, I would say the longest I've ever trekked, and it was not by choice, was from Iwo Road to Soyo.
Oh, that's far.
And it's because I did not know that it was far.
Even though to you it might be far, but to people like me it's not far. Yeah, because I've trekked from Iwo Road to Olorunshogo countless times. That's why I can't even mention it. I don't trek that one. See, my house, the Olorunshogo. Back then when I did work for Mr. Biggs. Anytime I don't get money, I go trek from Mr. Biggs to Olorunshogo. Downland, normal thing.
Okay, so let's talk about the name Mass. Visitmas.
Okay.
Where are we visiting? Why are we visiting Mass? What is concept behind that name? Like, what's going on?
I think Mass have been in existence since my secondary school days.
They play.
Nothing of such.
Okay.
You can't even. If you guess right, I will give you 1 million naira.
Christmas. Did you like Christmas when you were growing up? Okay. If I guess that, you give me 1 million.
I swear to God.
And I need 1 million. Though.
Yes, I will do the transfer now.
Ha.
Yeah.
And it's not my Kodum.
What did they do? What did they pay?
Mariam.
You can't get it right.
I'll just give people 1 million naira. What does it stand for?
Okay. This is not the first time I'll be saying the meaning, but most times I do feel reluctant to say the meaning, but I will just say it now.
Okay.
It's just an acronym of my name. my brother's name and my younger brother's name.
And so there's no Majapodu in any of them.
No.
Muslim.
No.
Okay.
So that's how I care about the name Mass and the Visitmas. Around that 2020, 2019, there is one page on Instagram, Visit Maldives. I always stay glued to that page. I love that page so much that I really want to go to Maldives. Even up to now, I want to go to Maldives.
You went already.
I've not been to Maldives. I beg. So I was like, okay, visit Maldives, and I'm Mass. Visit Mass.
How do they feel? Your siblings, how do they feel about? Like,
they love it. Yeah, they love it.
What about your parents? When did they find out that you were doing video content and they were not like, what is all this?
My own part, I came from a family that so far you are doing something legal, they are ready to support you. So at some point, the closest person between me and I think the closest person was my mom. So anything I told my mom, if my mom signed it, my dad no go get issue. So I am able to convince my mom about what I'm doing, even though I still have my 9-to-5 job apart from creating content. So I spoke to my mom about it, and she was like, "Ọlọ́run á fàlùbáríkà sí, ẹ ṣáà mọ̀ ṣe jẹ́jẹ́, ẹ dẹ̀ má gbàgbé ọmọ ẹni tẹ́ ń ṣe." So I don't have any issue with my parents. As per se, I've been doing the content or something like that. Yeah.
Also, let's talk about your Micra Driver series, which is one of the very first reasons why I started following you on social media. As somebody that live in Ibadan, if you live in Ibadan, and you don't have a car, your eyes would have seen Shege 1 or 2 times. Today, my eyes saw Shege in the hands of Micra drivers because they are created very specially.
And they are one of the finest beings in Ibadan.
Finest, I don't know why.
I love them.
It's a lie. It's bad behavior. We should not be glorifying bad behavior.
It's not bad behavior.
It's bad behavior.
They are human beings like us.
Yeah, that's why it's bad behavior.
People like me, I mingle with them. Yeah. I work with them on a daily basis. So they are people like us, and they are very nice. But one thing about them is they don't take nonsense.
It's not about taking nonsense.
If you do nonsense to make whatever, you get times 10 of that nonsense.
But sometimes you don't do nonsense to them, but you still get nonsense from them. That's why
because of the stress of the.
That's why I say that everybody has stress from. I don't want to believe that you should justify it with that. I know that it's one of the maybe it's one of the characteristics or qualities of the craft. Maybe it's one thing. I feel like maybe they have to go to a school to learn how to actually insult people, because I don't think it's ordinary. At the end of the day, I find it very it's one of the things that I find very interesting about Ibadan. Yeah. If you have not had an encounter with a Micra driver, it's as if you have not even entered Ibadan, especially if you are using.
But you can still be in Ibadan. You can be living in Ibadan.
No, that's what I'm saying. That if you have a car,
people like me, like they are like me. They are part of me. Like nothing about Micra driver can be new to me. Yeah.
Because you already know them.
Yeah. Before Micra,
what would you say?
You gotta do all these boss. All these amuloko boss. You know as the thing they be, when we say they go toss, maybe sit on top engine. When the thing go they hit when we say they go still want collect money.
Yeah. But what would you say to people that are just entering Ibadan, and maybe because what a lot of people complain about is that whenever they enter Ibadan and they're trying to go somewhere, they will tell them, let's say 1,000 naira for somewhere that is originally 200 naira. Okay. What would you say to those people that are entering Ibadan and on how to navigate like Micra drivers? Because I think that's one of the most. It can be interesting when you're talking about it. You can laugh about it. Like when you get home, you can laugh about it. But during that moment, you might be going somewhere urgently, or you might be trying to do so. Maybe you are also frustrated from work as well. But then you get somewhere, you're like, I want to go somewhere, and then they're shouting at you for no reason. And you're like, we are all frustrated. Look at this sun. Look at the way Nigeria is. Why won't I be frustrated? So what would you say to people that maybe are just coming into Ibadan?
I think let me start from here.
Okay.
I've been staying in Ibadan for a very long time, and I've not have any serious encounter with Micra drivers. Let me tell you how I used to do it.
Okay, what's the strategy?
This is it. Apart from the fact that I am familiar with Ibadan and I'm familiar with my locations.
Yeah.
Anytime I want to enter Micra, I'd always make sure we have a very mutual agreement about payment and where I'm going to drop. And if peradventure I don't know where I'm going to drop, I will make sure I keep on telling the cabman or the driver that this is the exact location that I'm going to.
Yeah.
And I will not sleep or be present for inside car. I will make sure now that location I go drop. Make it I don't forget. So even if I want to go to new places in Ibadan and I enter cab or I enter Micra, I still find it fun. Because I'm always the kind of guy that when it comes to adaptation, I easily adapt to things. either strange or new
Or
things.
should you adapt to terrible things?
And let me just use this moment to tell people that are planning to come to Ibadan. Anytime anybody tell you anything about Mikra or Cabman in Ibadan, maybe the bad or the negative about them, trust me, they are not like that. There are people that I am familiar with, and we have done a lot of things together. My Ibadan Mikra stuff, I did it with them, and everything was fun. There are people like us. So when you handle them with care, they will handle you with care. But you know, some passengers them they always do too much. That, let me say, a few days ago, I was inside one cab from Mokola to Eleyele. The man said Eleyele is 300 naira. Make you enter with change. Everybody dey hear am well. Eleyele na 300 naira. Make you enter with change. Initially, Eleyele was 200 naira because of the hike in the fuel price. That's why they changed to 300 naira. And everybody entered. Even me, I entered with 300 naira change. We can't reach where we go stop. Two grown women come dey give the man 1,000 naira. The man come to say, I tell you people say na 300 naira, and I tell you say I no get change. Guess what the woman said? She can't wash alone. As a guy or as a man or as a driver, tell me how you go and do that one. After you told them that you don't have change, that make them enter with 300 naira change, and after they gave you that 1,000 naira, and the next thing they say was like, she can't come and wash alone.
What was I? Am I doing? I'm listening to your story now.
I'm just saying, like, passengers sometimes do frustrate them.
The way you are talking about it, I hope somebody is seeing and then they appoint you minister in charge of Mikra drivers, because it's not. I understand what you're trying to say.
I've never had any bad encounter with them.
Just because you have not had,
because I am used to their lifestyle.
Hey, just because you are used to it, but it doesn't invalidate what other people have gone through.
You can never see me inside car talking.
I don't talk
inside car. You can never see me inside car because I don't even
romancing. Talk. I don't even.
You can never see me inside car mingling with anybody. I'm always focused with my things. So I will not distract the driver.
But you know that it doesn't still mean. I'm just trying to tell you that just because you've had an experience doesn't mean that it invalidates other people's experience. You have a different.
If you play by their rules,
you don't have issue now. No rules.
Get change. You want to enter their car? Get change. If you get change, make sure say if you know sabi your place, they shout say Itameriwa or Taba.
I'm telling you that even after all of this, let's say that yes, we care about human beings. I'm not trying to make them like any less of what they are.
And they are the best. They are the best driver.
Okay, I'm just trying to
one
say
of the best drivers in Ibadan.
Well, according to Basi,
you people they enjoy. You don't get encounter with boss of Amuloko.
I don't go there. I deal with Mikra drivers.
If to say you don't get encounter with Oitakbeni to Amuloko driver, no go even talk about Mikra driver then small.
Okay.
Those ones they're mad. You go enter tell them say they go Jegede, they go they drop for Olu lawyer. They go see they tell you say na Jegede you dey. You don't enter that one before?
I never entered that one before.
Because we don't, you know, I am someone that I've been to many places in Ibadan, and I love to explore. I love to see new things. I love to hear new things. I love to experience new things. So doing that, I can just make a conference and tell people how to handle Mikra drivers.
And maybe you should do that. Can I now say what I want to say?
Okay, yeah, say what you want to say.
Saying
but never badmouth Mikra
I'm not badmouthing Mikra drivers.
They are the best drivers.
Okay, I'm just trying to say
Mikra driver.
Okay, go on, Mikra driver. Maybe you should go collect your interview. I'm just trying to say that.
We are not PMS. We are no longer
PMS, whatever. You have your own experience.
Yeah.
But one thing about being somebody that has moved to Ibadan for the very first time, one of the main challenges that they used to have, especially people that don't speak Yoruba, is they will have problem with Mikra drivers. And
it's because they don't
let me say what I want to say. Let me just talk. Let me talk. I don't have to understand somebody to get where I'm going. I just want to get where I'm going. I'm paying you money, drop me where I'm going. That's all. We don't have to talk. We don't have to do anything. You know what? Let's move on from that one, because now we know the reason why you started making your Mikra series is because you have a great love, great respect for Mikra drivers, which is nice. One day I hope you get the appointment.
Yeah, sure. I'm already working towards that.
Let's talk about now creating in Ibadan. How has it been for you navigating creating content in the city of Ibadan?
To me, let me say, it's not really something that is hard or something that is heavy. Because creating content in Ibadan is just something that I fall in love with. And anytime I want to create content in Ibadan, I see it as something that I really want to do. And before 1 or 2, I don't run stuff. So the only issue I have is like anytime I want to create content in Ibadan and it happens to be an outdoor content, I always have issue with area boys encounter stuff like that. Apart from that, creating content in Ibadan is something that is very fun and what's it called?
Exciting.
Fun and exciting, and at the same time, it's not that expensive like Lagos
Okay, it's cheap.
content. So
Okay, what about collaborating with other Ibadan creators? How has that been? So far?
to me, I am someone that I find it very simple and very easy to collaborate with people, especially people that I love their content or people that I love their craft. I don't think have any bad or any big deal with creating with any creator in Ibadan, be it big creator or small creator, because I will approach you in a very good manner. And because of what I'm doing, you will want to collaborate with me. Because of what you are doing as well, I also want to collaborate with you.
You mentioned earlier that you also do your 9 to 5 thing. Because I know that maybe you didn't set out to be a content creator at first. What were you going to become?
I studied geology.
Ooh. Oh, it's not all that far-fetched. I mean, it's not all those like sky tripod up and down.
It's not.
I've been measuring road.
Yeah, we don't really do that. My own part is all this ball and rock. So and I practiced it. Yeah.
Walking to places to find ball.
Yeah. So practically, I've been creating content before creating content.
Deep.
Because that time when we won't go do any borehole, we go visit different places. I've been to all this Ishenyi, Okeho. For geology and for borehole sake, I've been to Port Harcourt for borehole sake. So I've been creating content before creating content.
People must drink water.
Yeah. Along the line, I later find I did do content.
Yes, what were you doing before? You mentioned something about working in an
Yeah, I work in an industry. Yeah. I do business.
So how do you now handle doing it together? Because that might be crazy, overwhelming.
It's very crazy. It's very crazy.
And then you're tired, and then you have maybe like a deadline because maybe like a client asks you to do something.
Yeah. I think earlier this year, I used to have apprentices that work for me.
Okay.
But all of a sudden, let's say they wanted to go to school, so I had 2 apprentices, and both of them decided to go to school at the same time. So that's the moment I started having issue with content, because I have no one to work for me, and I don't really have time to start employing people and start teaching them the job again. So I do my work myself, and I think I just started creating content back, let's say 3 weeks ago. That's when I started working in my office Monday to Friday, and I use weekend to create content. That's how I did to Sunday.
Does content creating, does it get like exhausting sometimes? And you're like, oh no, I don't even want to. Or maybe when you started, when did it start making sense?
The first day I started creating content.
Was the day it started making sense?
Yes.
I'm talking about financially.
Yes.
Okay, the first day somebody just saw you and was like, take this money and do something for me.
Yes, I fell in love the first day I started creating content, especially the first day I opened this new account.
Okay.
Visitmas. I fell in love the first day I started creating content, because that day I went to what's it called, Cafe One in Ring Road. That was around 2022, I guess.
Yeah.
So
when you got to Cafe One, somebody just saw you and was like, take this money, do something for me.
And
that's what I'm saying. That when did it start making sense?
It doesn't work that way.
So when did it start making sense?
3 months after creating content, that's when it started making sense. That's when I got my first gig. I think they paid me 50,000 naira.
Ooh, yeah, we are rich.
Yeah.
Because for some people it's like, do it for free at first. People want to just do it for free at first because they feel like they will get.
And after that gig, I did a lot of free jobs, just for portfolio sake. And a few months after, I think I hosted my first tour.
Yeah.
And after that, I still host another tour. And I make money. And before that, I get more gig, different gig. And before you get to know it, I don't make something reasonable for myself. We are blessed differently. I have people that have already made times 10 of what I even said I've made. So it all depends on what God wants for us. So my own journey is different from another person's journey. Someone might even watch this video today, start creating content today, and tomorrow start making money. Another person might watch this video today, start creating content today, and in a few years,
3 years,
he might not even make 1 kobo.
Okay.
So what works for me might not work for another person. But the only thing I know is anything where they do, make not give up. Just keep creating. And as you're creating content, make sure you are exploring. That's the vibe. The more you explore, the more you get to know more about content. And one thing I told my guys, even people that we used to work with, I said, we can only get better. if I create the way I used to create my content few years ago is different from the way I create my content now. That means I am revolving. I'm growing. So if someone just watched my video today and was like, I want to be like Mars, I do tell them, please don't be like me. Be like yourself. She gets when you discover yourself, you want to challenge yourself, you want to compete with yourself, and doing that, even without getting the dough, you'll be getting the dough. That's bad.
Word for days. It was nice talking to you, Mas. But what should we be expecting from the big name?
I am someone that really want to be big in this business. I really want to be big because I know I'm good. I'm not capping. I'm good.
There's a cap on it.
That's my logo.
Cap or no cap. There's a cap
So
or no cap.
I want to be big, and I have people that I look up to in this industry, and I have people that I really want to work with. I have people that they motivate me, and at the same time, they said people used to say I used to motivate them, even though I don't know what they motivate them for my body. So apparently, I want people to expect nothing less from me. Just big.
Yes, it was nice talking to the. I have a new name for you.
What's that?
Minister in charge of Nika Affairs. I really do recommend him for that position. In case Dr. Shey Makinde is looking into this, you have gotten somebody that is an advocate. They should make a big signboard and put a mass Nika Niye or something like that.
No problem.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
So